trying to can you hear me? Good morning everyone. Here I'm trying to recreate this wallpaper using the original wallpaper, which you can find. By the way, if you're not using Mac, you still can create the same picture just by using that piece of software that is available on your platform, which could be an iPad or a Windows device, whatever. And in case if you're using Mac, you can go to System and then Library and then Desktop Pictures, and you can see that Big Sur graphic, which is like iconic piece of wallpaper for Big Sur, is here, and it's just a bunch of gradients actually with several curves, which you can just overlay one onto another and then recreate kind of similar picture. So you need to export this to another format like JPEG or PNG. In case you want to create it from scratch, you can just use these dimensions, like around 6K, and it should be square. So you can recreate that canvas size as well, but I just copied the picture and I started to create this first curve, which you can use your touchpad or mouse if you don't have a Wacom tablet, which I don't have actually. Then that's why I recreated it like this. And then next hardest the challenge is to recreate this kind of two gradients, one within the other. So maybe you need to play with those modes, like how to overlay or how to overlay one layer into another to get the same result. So we can guess, right? As you see, there's a blurry part here from both sides. That means maybe there should be feather. So you can apply that feather selection and then use those two colors to mix them together. So maybe you can play with mask. I'm not sure. I don't know, because I've never used Affinity for a long time, so I'm not a good professional using Affinity. For me, it's not very I'm not accustomed to use Affinity because I get used to use Photoshop. But anyway, I'm trying to use Affinity right now because it's one-time pay only, and Photoshop is like subscription fee. It's much more expensive if you pay for a long time, and that's why I'm using Affinity basically. Yeah, and they say that you can use Affinity for literally everything that you get accustomed to use Photoshop for, and I'm doing my best, and it's still not the best result. Okay, let's get started. Here I created the first curve, and then I tried to create another curve. By the way, you can use those keystrokes to use those tools. Let's try P for pen. Yeah, that's right. And how about node tool? How to get that one? Maybe P as well. Okay, maybe just press P twice and you can switch between nodes, node selection tool, and pen tool. What is the difference? As for pen creation tool, you can create a new you can create a new you can create a new node, and for a node tool you can move that node and that shoulders, what we call them. I'll show you later. I'll show you right now. Here you can hold Option key to move them independently, and in case if you want to move them together, you just hold Control key. And if you somehow accidentally made them two shoulders, two arms or two levers of a different size, and you want to return it back, you need to select the same node, then apply this sharp key, and then reapply this smooth node key, and then you can adjust them together, yeah, in unified way. So the two arms will be the same size again. So, but if you accidentally move them in different size, it's very hard to get it back. So the only way I found, you have to apply sharp mode and then smooth mode again, and then it looks like the same arms from both sides, but it's not that perfect as for me. Anyway, you can use them. Okay, and the next step is we need to, because we are lazy, right? We're people, we just can reapply the same curve twice, right? We can just copy this curve. Sorry, I need to select this tool instead. Press V on your keyboard and then use Shift key or Control key, I'm not sure. Okay, Option key actually, to copy it. And here I need to apply, let's try to play with it, okay? And I want to make it more visible here. And then somehow I want to apply that center part. I don't want to copy it precise the same way as it used to be, like this, but I want to apply the circular selection. Here I'm going to use circular selection here at the center, at the same place. And then what I'm going to do, I will use feather to make it more smoother, to make it smoother, right? So I will apply feather and let's say somehow like 300, and I want to try to make it visible, and let's apply this mask layer. And as you see, we got that effect, which is not enough smooth, I guess. It should be even smoother than that. I would guess we need to reapply it here, and let's invert the selection, or not invert the color, invert Shift Command I. So we inverted the selection and we reapply this mask, and it's somehow not what we wanted. It's not what we wanted at all, I guess. So actually we were wrong. Maybe we need to invert the selection again, Shift Command I, and then we need to think, right? How do we apply that blur? Actually, we can apply it with filters, right? We can add a filter for blur, which is not available here. I would guess it's here. Levels, blur, maybe exposure. Okay, we just can apply it from here, layer, and then apply blur. Where is blur, by the way? I don't know. Don't ask me. Filter. That's in filter, and then we can apply blur from here. But here we need to apply it later, right? So first of all, we need to still apply that mask. Why is it not applied here? And in this mask mode, let's move back to normal. And under the normal, we are going to, okay, I would move it here just to make it visible. And I want to make the same color, maybe. As you see, it's actually so the point is, it should be rasterized, because it should be, at the center it should be sharp, and at the edges it should be very smooth. So how can we apply, rasterize it? What should we do before, right? We should apply that gradient, first, and then we need to rasterize and then apply this blur with help of this feather selection oval kind of thing. So we can apply that blur, but this area. So we apply it elsewhere, but this area. And so maybe we need to somehow oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. Anyway, first of all, we shouldn't promise ourselves we should get the same result, right? What is that? What is that for? I don't know. Okay, let's just remove it maybe. How to remove it? I don't know the key. In Photoshop it was easy, you just press the key and you delete it. Here, it's already rasterized, that's the problem. Every time I try to apply some filters in Affinity, it becomes a rasterized layer and it's very hard to know when it becomes rasterized, for me at least. Let's see, where did I miss it? Okay, it's already a rasterized layer. Maybe at the time I applied my mask, it became rasterized, which is the problem. And here we don't need to use it right now. We just apply that curve and then we apply these colors, right? Right here, what colors we have? As we see, we have this colors, but as I see, this deep blue is not enough deep. I mean, we somehow didn't apply it well. So maybe it will be better like this. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. So that deep blue. And I think I should extend it a little bit because I'm not very content with this deep blue color. Maybe it should be that deep. As for that intermediate color, maybe it should be more pinkish, even more than that. How to make it even more pinkish? And maybe to extend this area because it's very hard to get that gradient very smooth. And now it's even better than it was, right? And then we need to how to apply it. Okay, so that's what we got and that's what we need, right? Let's see. So we need one more. What color has changed? I think that angle is not right actually, as you see. So we need to reapply this like this maybe. Okay, if it's like this, if it's the same, not actually the same, but I guess maybe we need to sorry, downside a little bit this first curve and apply only these colors, and that at the top of it we add another curve gradient, which could be a different one. Okay, let's just stick what we have. Here we have kind of 90-degree angle, and here we have a little bit that inclined angle, maybe, I'm not sure, 70 degrees. And maybe we need to apply the same, right? As you see, it's too dark right now. It's too dark. It's too dark even for me. And then I hold shift and then try to reapply it a little bit, scale a little bit lower. Not that low actually. Maybe we got those intermediate colors by... Okay, let's remove it at all. I want to remove this node. I don't need that many nodes. I cannot remove it. It's not the same anymore. Okay, we don't have to stick with the same colors. I already told you. I told you! So we basically have, how many colors we have in total? I mean basic colors that I used as gradient nodes, okay? We have blue, two different blue. Then we have orange, yellow, pink, and maybe purple or somewhere between. So maybe that one is intermediate between this pink and this blue, which stands for 1, 2, 3, 4, around 4 basic colors, so to say, basic. Yeah, I'm not sure how basic they are. Okay, it's not the same anymore, but it's not that warm anymore. So maybe we need to apply more. I think that, okay, we just remove this one. How to remove it? Just delete. Oh, that's it. And then maybe like this. And now it's better. And if I delete this one, let's see. Maybe it's not what we wanted. Maybe that's what we wanted. Because actually, let's just have it. It's better this way. And then we apply the same curve, but with different colors. Sorry. And okay, lighter contour, normal. Right now, normal. And then let's turn off this curve right now. And I'm going to work only with the new curve, which will be like here. Okay, let's just remove it here and switch back to pen tool. And I just need to add this simple curve here. Oh yeah, what I've done. And just this simple curve here. No, it's not what I wanted. No. Okay, no. It's not that straight actually. It's a little bit curvish. And I think it's like here maybe. And maybe here. Not much, but it's better than it was. And then I just surrounded my area. Okay, now let's go back to gradient tool, which is key, I don't know which key is it. Paint bucket is not what we wanted. Here let's apply a linear gradient as well. And maybe at that angle this time. And we definitely don't need, what do we need here? Okay, I just borrow this. Yeah, it's not what we wanted. Here, I borrow these colors. First, I select this node. That's the bottom one, right? And then I drag it. I drag eyedropper somewhere here. Actually, we don't need to see those. That mesh. Let's hide mesh. There's command and then apostrophe sign to hide that mesh. And then we need to, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm streaming. Oh yeah. I don't know why it asked me whether I want to do something. Maybe it says my quality is not good. Let me check the connection. Yeah, it works. I see it works, right? You can see me. You can hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Now, as we apply this color, the first color. Okay. And then the next color would be somewhat pinkish. Then we select this node, the last node, and then we select pinkish by dragging this eyedropper again. And then we reapply it here. And that's kind of what we needed. And let's see the result, right? I think this is a little bit harsh, right? We need to extend this arm. Yeah, maybe like that. No, it's not. It's disgusting. How can you apply it? Maybe like that. That's better. It's much more better. But I think this part, it doesn't look very great, right? Maybe it should be like a slope, but with extended angle. Maybe even like that. Okay, that's better. I think that is something. That is something, I will tell you. That is something. And here we have actually, maybe you can apply this slope here. And it's better. That's better than it was. And if I apply both, and then let me see, that bottommost color is, how about we apply the same color? Let's see how it should work. So if you apply something like pin light, it would be, I want to remain the bottom part of the same color, no matter how big is the second curve, because, well, it should be somehow like mixed together, those two curves, gradients, to get the result only, like to influence only this part of the picture, not the bottom part of the picture. And the gradient should be smooth. Like, I mean, the transition between two curves should be smooth on this side. So how to make it? So we should use a proper overlay mode. Oh, what is it? What should it be? Maybe I know how to do it. We need to apply our favorite mask. Mask layer. Actually, can we use it as a separate layer like in Photoshop? For instance, I want to create this mask, oval shape. Let's create that oval shape. Okay, I want just to create that oval shape and then apply it as a mask. Raster to mask, new pixel layer. Okay. I want to do what? Select. Then I want to select a border outline for this curve, like this, maybe that big. And then apply. Then I want to select intersect between these two selections, and let's say it's not what we wanted. It should be near the border, something like that. Then I want to exclude this, subtract this part. Of course I don't need it. Then I need to apply feather around 200 something. No, it's even more. Let's apply nearly 400 because we have 6,000 K, right? 6,000 pixels, and 400 it's nothing. And then I want to apply mask. Well, that's better, but it's not what we wanted actually. And then let's try to apply the different overlay. It's not what we actually wanted anyway. Okay. Luminosity. I think normal is the best. I think that gradient is kind of strange. Don't you see it? Okay, I want to switch it off. Why it's not that? Okay, hue. Why it's hue? I want just normal. Okay, it's kind of similar, but not totally the same, right? And these colors are not the same anymore because I applied different colors. And this one, well, it could be better. Maybe we need to apply that hue. No, I want to go to that mask mode, but how can I go it? I don't know. Mask mode. By pressing Q, you cannot change that mask. Well, maybe we need to recreate the selection. It seems like the problem here that we have a larger what? Okay, now let's see what we have here. And then we apply. Oh, now I see something. I see something. That is something. And maybe the problem is those edges are not enough smooth. So if it will be enough smooth, we will be able to actually okay, let's apply this color. Wow, that's better, but it's still not that perfect. Okay, it's not what we wanted. Here, we just apply another selection here. As usual, select, then maybe smooth again, and then shrink a little bit. And then even move. Can we move selection? How can we move selection? No, we can't. Apparently we can't. Okay. That's not what we wanted. How can we move selection here? No, there's no move selection tool. There's no two arrows like in Photoshop. I don't know how to move selection. Maybe it's arrows? No, we are moving my... Okay, let's just apply it here. What did I make? What had happened? I don't understand. Okay. That's something. But it's not what we wanted anyway. So here, let's delete this mask. Maybe we can just remove this mask and it will work. How can I turn off that mask? I don't see it. How can I turn it off? We release the mask. Okay, that's it. And wow. No, that's not black. That's not black. Why is it hard to apply black color? Okay. Brush doesn't work. I don't see anything. How come? Mask edit mode. Okay, we just removed it. Then it was. I think this one is better. Actually, I found the solution. We just apply those bottom colors to this curve.